He was immediately expanded before the council and succeeded in declaring and justifying himself to the statif- certifications of his friend. His part was all your friend Deusi said Ottoman that his disgrace is not mean to so much to me as to your excellency to Dutch air having used such speeches upon to and against all law, custom, and reason use such violence to me that your excellency shall wonder to hear of it. No, the princess Shami, besides being of honorable character, was a sir and exemplary member of the civil Calvinist church and well inclined to the Laurentians. She was daughter of the Count Magnum, one of the earliest victims of the Philip while in the long tragedy of the Netherlands independence and widow of the Lancelot Belmont. Count Mayor was governor of the Arctic and by no means upon to that time or throughout spotted of the Holland party, but then forward he warned of most appropriate from the part of the England became hand and glove with Henry accepted the influence of the Barneveld and did his best to wrest the city of Utrecht from English authorities. Such was the effect of the secretary harmless gossip. I thought Count Muir and his wife better friends to your excellency than I do see them to be, said the man afterwards, but he do that no disgrace the English nation many ways in his speeches, saying that there are no soldiers there, they do no good to this country, and that these Englishmen that are at our name have an intent to sell and betray the town to the enemy, but the disgraceful squabble between Hanlo and Edward Norris had been more unlucky for Leicester than any other incident during the year, for its result was to turn the hatred of both parties against himself, yet the heir of all men being seen that Philip Sidney had borne Norris Cartel, Henlo very soon of the outrage had been committed. The Count had promised satisfaction, but meantime was desperately wounded in the attack on the Fort Fen. Leicester afterwards did his best to keep Edward Norris employed a distant place, for he was quite aware that Hohenlohe as lieutenant general and count of the empire would consider himself aggrieved at being called to the field by the simple English captain. However deeply they might have injured him, the governor accordingly induced the queen. Count Holak is now well, he proceeded, and the feasting